today's video is a little bit different. I wanted to share with you guys how exactly do you decide which multi-currency cards should you be using overseas. It's gonna be something like a day in the life, but I'll also share a few snippets of how I decide for myself. So I hope you enjoy today's video. Let's go. Let's talk about the first multi-currency card, which is Instarem Amaze. When you pair it together with a credit card that is a MasterCard, you'll be able to earn points, accumulate for more miles while you spend overseas. I did have a video on the channel talking about why I wouldn't use Instarem Amaze, but many of you have left me comments or feedback saying that it's not a like-to-like comparison. Sorry about that, which I do agree as well. So breaking it down, I did use the Instarem Amaze pairing with Citi Rewards here, and I bought the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which I'm filming on right now. More of such videos will be coming as I return back to Singapore, so if you like it, let me know in the comment section below. So Instarem Amaze, I bought the camera here. It cost 834,000 Korean won, an equivalent of $863.18. After converting, the rate was 966 Korean won. However, if I were to use Revolut, the main card that I'm using here in South Korea, because I can lock in the rates in advance, the rate on that day itself was 990 Korean won. So I technically paid like a $20 difference in order to earn the 4 miles per dollar that way. So I guess there is something you have to give up, is that you wouldn't get great currency exchange rate, but the fact that you can earn miles while you're spending overseas is something that people like. And in addition to that, you'll be able to earn Insta Points. So Insta Points is something like cashback. I earned 400, super cool, sorry. I earned 432 Insta Points for that purchase. It's a 0.5 Insta Points per $1. That's how people use Instarem Amaze. If you are accumulating for miles, then use Instarem because you accumulate miles faster. That is the first multi-currency card. Let me go grab lunch and I'll share with you a little bit more about Revolut. Let's go.
기업만 1,500여 개. 대부분이 실제 배출량을 많이 줄이지 않고도 돈을 주고 탄소 중립을 이뤘습니다. 탄소 중립
작년 왔어요.
자동차
음식
엔진
너무 맛있어.
싱가포르 사람 왔어요.
진짜요?
혼자.
와.
다음 주에 들어가네요.
한번 내가 왔다 갔는데 다음 주에
네. 제가 2월 갈 거예요.
Only reason people buy offsets is because they think paying someone else.
통밀빵 반 주세요. 네. 네, 주세요. Alright, you've seen how I used Revolut here in South Korea. But before we go into Revolut, I want to add on something for Instarem and Maze paired together with a credit card. One advantage to that is that if you have the HSBC Everyday Global Savings account and you initiate an e-gyro to pay off your credit card bills, you'll be able to earn an additional 1% cashback as well. So that is something you can take note of, and it's advantageous if you are going to use a credit card to pay overseas. But don't use your credit card on its own. Pair it with Instarem and Maze so that you can get better rates, and you also avoid the foreign transaction fee that most credit cards will charge you. That's about 3.25%. Revolut is something that I'm using as my main card in Korea right now because it's one of the available currencies where I can lock in the rates in advance. I'm only able to do this on Revolut and also Wise. Individual guides to how to use both platforms, I have a detailed one linked up above and down in the description box below. Revolut has been my main driver living here in South Korea, mainly because I can lock in the rates, and South Korean won has been great recently. It's almost close to 1,000 Korean won to 1 SGD right now, and being able to lock in the rates on the app means I'm not subjected to any currency fluctuation. It can go higher, it can go lower, it goes both ways. So if it goes higher, then I've locked in at a lower rate, but I have to average everything out. That's why I don't change one shot. I change like $100 each time or $200. So another advantageous thing about Revolut is that if you're traveling with your friends, you can actually split bill on Revolut. So most of the time when you travel together, someone will pay first. But when you're all using Revolut, what you can do is you can request a sum from your friend, and that way it's easier to track things as well. For Wise, the rates are good, but you do have to pay a fee when you want to change in advance. Getting the debit card, you need to pay $8.50 or $9 SG to get the Wise debit card. So that's one downside. So those are what I've covered: Instarem Maze plus Citi Rewards, or you can just pair whatever MasterCard credit card that gives you miles. That way you can accumulate for miles faster. Revolut has really good exchange rates when I compared with all the other platforms. The full guide has all the comparison. Video is linked up above. Wise is only if you just like the platform. I guess Revolut wins Wise after all. Let me walk down this park. It's really very beautiful. I want to show you guys. Hold on now. Look at that. Utrip is the OG of them all. I've been using it since 2016 when they first launched, before everything else. So Revolut only came out and was available for us to use in 2019. I'm not sure about Wise, but I've been using Utrip since 2017 or so, very long ago. So it's a platform that has competitive rates where you can use a MasterCard to top up the wallet. It works like a prepaid wallet. Now I don't really use Utrip at all because Revolut rate is great. But I guess one perk that you can use with Utrip right now is that their wallets have increased the limit to $20,000. So if you're buying anything overseas, a big sum, you can use Utrip. I mean, as compared to other multi-currency cards, I don't think the wallet limit is that high. And Utrip's annual limit is 100,000. This is something new. So if you're going overseas and you're spending a lot of money overseas, Utrip can be your option. The rates are still very competitive, and that's the only use case for Utrip right now. So yeah. Next up is Trust Bank. Trust Bank has no ATM withdrawal fee. That's the only upside to that. So if you're withdrawing overseas large amounts, I would say go with a card like Revolut first, then Utrip, then Wise, then Trust Bank, because Trust Bank's rates are not as good as the rest. Isn't it beautiful? Today's weather is not as cold as yesterday. It was snowing the entire day yesterday, and on Sunday it's going to be -7 degrees. At night it's going to be -15 degrees. So today is a great day to film outside. More of these kind of videos will come out on the channel as I return back to Singapore. If there's any other thing you would like me to talk about, let me know in the comment section below. this is not a guide for you to know what the card is all about. Individual specifics, I have done all of it on the channel. This is more of how to know which one to use when you're overseas, and this is how I personally strategize the multi-currency cards that I currently have. Take advantage of HSBC Everyday Global Savings account to pay off your credit card bills so you can get the 1% cashback. That is something that is troublesome to set up at the start, but once you have it set up, then it's automated. So what I do is that I pay my bills off with DBS credit card, and then I arrange the gyro to just DBS credit card. So that way I don't have to arrange the e-gyro to a lot of multiple banks. I only have to do it for one bank. So that's my strategy, and I'm sharing it with you guys. Hopefully it benefits you. And that's all I have for today's video. If you want to sign up for any of the multi-currency cards, link to all of that will be down in the description box below. It helps with supporting the channel, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Have a great week ahead. Bye bye.